by heartily welcoming all of you to the closing ceremony of Aerospace Society's second annual Aerospace and Aviation Convention, CelesteCon 2022. We hope you've enjoyed your experience at CelesteCon so far, because today marks the end of this 2 week series of competitions. And we hope you found these 2 weeks to be as enriching, rewarding, and full of learning as we did. The second edition of CelesteCon was the brainchild of a group of space and technology enthusiasts from the Aerospace Society of Delhi Public School, R.K. Puram. CelesteCon is more than just an event for us. It was an opportunity to share our passion with the world and pave the way for other aspiring aerospace and aviation enthusiasts. And of course, it was an opportunity for you to demonstrate your innovation, creativity, originality, and imagination in front of like minded individuals. Hosting our very own national competition has been a distant dream for many of us. CelesteCon 2022, a unique, national level inter-school competition centered around aviation and aerospace, marks the fulfillment of that dream.
With 11 path-breaking events ranging from space tech and 3D design to Settle Me This and Volatus, our flagship settlement and UAV design events, we wanted to make CelesteCon as inclusive as possible for STEM enthusiasts with a diverse field of interests. And today, we can proudly say that we have done justice to that game. With over 1,100 participants from schools across the country, this edition of CelesteCon has undoubtedly been a smashing success. Irrespective of winning or losing, all of you deserve admiration for deciding to participate in something new, for deciding to explore new frontiers, and for deciding to push the boundaries of your own knowledge and ideas. We would now like to extend our gratitude to our sponsors who also helped in making this event a reality. Our first main sponsor was Boots and Crampons. Boots and Crampons is a young yet well-respected treks and expeditions company. With the legacy of leading climbing expeditions to the world's highest peaks and treks to the more remote corners of the globe, Boots and Crampons ensures world-class mountaineering services along with your safety, combining the stunning wilderness of the mountains with the highest level of service and comfort. Be sure to check out the website. We'd now like to invite Mr. Chetan Sehgal from Boots and Crampons. Thank you, sir.
Hi, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chetan Sehgal, and I'm part of Boots and Crampons, as very rightly introduced, India's top mountain expedition company. That is also a proud sponsor for the CelesteCon, very exciting and very unique concept. We as passionate team of outdoor lovers continuously engage with the outdoor community through various kinds of activities, from adventure camp for the young generation like you who are a part of this initiative, to various kinds of treks spreading across the Himalayas in India and Nepal, to also mountaineering expeditions across the globe, including the 7 summits, which is the 7 highest peaks in the 7 continents that a lot of people go for. Interesting, engaging, challenging, fun are some of the attributes we associate with when it comes to the activities in the outdoors. Some of those can also be associated with the CelesteCon, what's going on. But beautiful, incredible, refreshing, emotional are some of the attributes that you will always associate with when you step out into the wild. We also firmly believe that to build a better tomorrow, it is important that we respect and value our today. And one of the greatest documented ways to connect with ourselves and our surroundings, to be more receptive, creative, get healthy and a rich experience by understanding different cultures around us, is through the physical activities in the great outdoors. That's one great medium, something that you should do on a regular basis from very early on in life. And also in the last couple of years, we've seen, owing to the pandemic, we have seen the adverse effects of isolation on especially the school-going population, be it the social, the isolation, the effects, the health concerns like obesity, overall personality development. Luckily, we have also been part of ways through which these can be overcome. And these ways have a lasting impact on kids throughout their life. And that is stepping into the outdoors. We had the opportunity in the last couple of years to take young kids on various treks and mountain expeditions. And we saw a shift that brings to their mindsets, to their personalities, and not just to them, but also the ones that they influence, their circles and their families. Our endeavor would only be to do more of such initiatives where people like you can experience what I just shared and feel it for yourselves, which is, I think, very important. We have some upcoming activities in the winters that will excite you. We have a winter adventure camp in Himachal, where you'll do various activities ranging from jungle survival tactics to river rafting to rock climbing to a lot of other things. Is going to be spread across 4 to 5 days. And then we have a winter trek that's coming up in Himachal, in the breathtaking Mangankot Valley in the Himachal. And exclusively for you guys, we have a 10% off on these two activities that are coming up. So I'll hope that more of you can actually start enjoying the outdoors, because that also helps in your development as much as it helps with all the other things. And yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just drop a link in the chat window that will link to to these two activities, and also then we can share ways in which you can contact us, and we can take it forward as far as the booking goes. So yeah, thanks, and wish everyone all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. We also have University of Arizona as our main sponsor. As Arizona's land-grant university, they are driven to do great things. It is their passion to transform the lives of student wildcats and to solve some of the biggest challenges faced by the world. We encourage you to see their website for further details. Now, we have with us Apurva Salvi ma'am from the University of Arizona.
Thank you so much. Do you think I'll be able to share my screen, or? Okay, I'm going to try now. Okay, hi everyone. Firstly, I think, I am so happy and glad to be here and be speaking to so many of you. University of Arizona is one of the top public US universities. It's one of the oldest. We were launched in 1885 in a city called Tucson. And Tucson as a city is very laid back, a very friendly city. And it's often nominated as the most affordable city to live in by the Business Insider. Apart from that, Tucson is also the UNESCO City of Astronomy for a lot of years. To tell you more about University of Arizona, I'd like to, of course, give you a glimpse of all the majors that we offer. So we are very proud to offer about 250 majors for the undergrad students. I'm sure a lot of you dream about studying abroad, and US is on top of your list, and should be, because I think courses like astronomy, astrophysics, aerospace are all, I think very popular in the US. And I definitely encourage you to have a look at our website to know more about these. The application process is pretty simple. For those of you who are in their final year of high school currently, you have to submit grade 9th, 10th, and 11th transcripts. And apart from that, you can submit an essay that will help us gain more insight about your application. We do not currently need the SAT scores, so I think that's a plus. And I think most of you have studied in English all your life. That helps you to overcome the English proficiency requirement that usually universities have. Apart from that, University of Arizona is a research university. So we offer a lot of masters and PhD programs. There are a lot of integrated programs that can help you cut down the time and money that you're spending to do a bachelor's with masters. So we have a lot of programs that can be completed in 5 years, which is bachelor's plus a master's degree. Um, the the scholarships are pretty good. I think we definitely recognize talent from all over the world. The scholarships are called Global Wildcat Awards. We encourage you to apply for scholarships, and it's a great range, I think. So we cover almost up to 50% of the tuition under scholarship, and these are merit-based scholarships, guys. So I think as proud sponsors, we are also extending application fee waivers for winners. So I would definitely recommend you to get in touch with me. I'm going to send in my email address. Please write to me. You will also find me on the university website. I work as a regional director for South Asia. I love to have one-on-one consultation with all of you. So please sign up. And yeah, I look forward to hearing a lot of questions from you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, so do you think I can put my email address? Yeah, I just have to go to the chat, right? So it goes to the host and the panelist only, or
No, you can
does it
share
go
it.
to everybody? I can share it? Okay. So I'm just going to type. If it doesn't go to everybody, I just request you to paste it
Yes.
there. Yeah. Here you go. Thank you so much, guys. And you'll have a lovely evening. I think this is a great initiative, and I totally enjoyed being a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So, next slide, please. These are our 4 partner sponsors for the event, namely Wolfram, Tascade, Interview Cake, and .xyz. A lot of exciting prizes offered by them will be awarded to the winners of various events. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors, without whom this event would not have been possible at all. Thank you so much.
Let us now begin with our guest speakers. Our first speaker for the evening is Mr. Harsh Aditya Singh. Mr. Singh is an alumnus of DPS Arkipuram. As a former president of our club, he graduated from school in 2018, following which he completed his bachelor's degree from the University of Texas at Dallas. Currently, he is an undergraduate teaching assistant for physics at the same university. We're incredibly proud to have you here with us today. Everyone, please welcome Harsh Aditya Singh.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so thank you so much. Eros, thank you so much for inviting me. It's a little early in the morning for me. It's 7 a.m. So I'm going to try my best and make this as interactive as possible. But it's been a pleasure. I've been following CelesteCon for the last few weeks. I've seen what the event has been like. And congratulations on conducting a great event. Congratulations on organizing this despite the challenges. And congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to everyone that's participated. I have to say that I am a little jealous of you, because when I was in high school, events like this for aerospace enthusiasts like me and you did not exist. We only had these in the tech circuit. So it's good to see that. It's good to see how things have changed and how we now have these events for aerospace enthusiasts, which are now conducted across India. So again, great job, Eros, on hosting this. As a former president, as a former alumni, it makes me proud to see what you've pulled off. So congratulations once again, and congratulations to everyone who's participated. And yep, so yeah, as introduced, I'm Harsh. I am currently a senior majoring in mechanical engineering and computer science at the University of Texas at Dallas, in Dallas, Texas, in the US. And just to like give you a little like background about myself, I am about to graduate with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering in less than a month, with minors in physics and computer science. And as mentioned, I also like currently work on campus as an undergraduate teaching assistant, where I tutor courses in physics, mechanics, and electromagnetism to freshmen and sophomores. And in the past, I've also been a mechanical engineering intern with Alstom, which is a French company from, I mean, as some of you might know, who designed trains. And I was part of the team that designed the first high-speed train for Amtrak in the US. And I've also been a mechanical engineering intern for Garrett Electronics, where, I mean, this summer, a few months ago, where I helped design and develop a new generation of metal detectors that would be deployed at airports, schools, and stadiums across the US. So that's just like what my background is. But before I was any of these things, I was, again, a high school student, like all of you are. I was a student in DPS Archipuram, and I was a proud member of Eros. And so was, I mean, I was when Eros like reached out to me this morning, I was asked to like talk about my experiences in high school. I was asked to talk about what my time in high school was like and offer you any advice if I was able to. So I'm going to try my best to sort of try and like do that, even though it hasn't been a lot of time since I graduated. So just bear with me. Again, it's 7 a.m. So it's a little early, but I'll do my best. So, I mean, I was told that you guys are students from 8th to 12th standard, if I'm correct. Is that correct?
Yeah, precisely.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, the one advice that I would give to you, the one like big advice that I would give to you would be just, I mean, stay curious, right? I mean, just ask why, like question the things around you. I mean, you're not like heading into that part of your lives where, I mean, you will be like selecting streams in 11th grade, and many of you will be applying. And after that, many of you will be applying to colleges across the world, the US, Canada, England, maybe even in India. So it's really like important to like stay curious, like ask why, like question the status quo like that's around you. I feel like that's something that we did as students. I mean, again, as I said, when I was part of Eros, we didn't like really have these competitions. So we had to like go out of our way to like essentially, I mean, forge a path, because when I was a high school student, we used to like have like one, maybe two competitions. But again, like now that's changed. But again, like really stay curious, always ask why, and like question the status quo around you. The second thing, and I mean, that's really important, because from my experience as a high school student that studied science in India and an engineering student in the US, there's one thing I've realized is that high school in India like really prepares you for an engineering degree anywhere in the world. I mean, many of you will take science. I mean, you will study physics, you will study math, you will like study like a bunch of other things, and that will like really give you the analytical mindset that is needed to be a good problem solver, to be a good engineer, among other things. But what India doesn't like really, what high school in India doesn't like really teach you is, it doesn't like teach you how to like look at the bigger picture, right? I mean, that's something that I learned after I came to the US, when I took courses in American history, when I took courses in politics, when I took courses in government. It really like that, coupled with my, I mean, all my other like engineering courses and all my, what do you call it? Like all my studies in science from high school, like really ensured me that, I mean, really meant that I was able to like see the bigger picture, and I was just able to, you know, like view things more holistically. And I know that's something that's not done in India. So my advice to you would be just to be curious, just read as much as you can and make sure that you get your basics right. And the second thing that I really want to like emphasize is on the importance of human relationships. I mean, my time in Eros, back then we didn't like have like virtual events. My time in Aerospace Society, everything was in person. So we used to like go out with teams to like all these competitions. And Manesar, I also like went to the Kennedy Space Center twice while I was a student at the society. So I spent a lot of time with friends of mine who were also part of the same society, and who were also like part of the same school, and who were also like interested in the same things. And I mean, the relationships that I developed have stayed with me to this very day. I think a lot of people tend to what do you call it, like underestimate the importance that these relationships may have down the line. And I mean, you won't like realize it in the moment, but once you're like, I mean, in college, once you're like working, once you're like, I mean, away from your comfort zone, you will like see that these relationships mean a lot. And even now, I mean, it's been like 5 years since I graduated. I'm 9,000 miles away from home. I'm in Dallas. I mean, my home's in Delhi. But even now, I still like meet the people I met while I was a student and while I was a participant at all of these competitions. Surprisingly, I'm meeting one of these people today, Ashwin Verma. I mean, some of you might know him. But yeah, he's in Dallas right now. So we're like meeting up, getting coffee in a few hours time. So again, it's it's really important to like, like sort of like work these relationships, sort of like stay in touch and sort of like learn from one another. And I hope that's something that you do. And the third thing I really want to like talk about is, I mean, the fact that you've all like participated in this competition means that you're like you're interested in aerospace or aviation in some form or the other. And this is a great time to be interested in aerospace and be Indian, because I mean, I don't know if you guys have been following, but there have been multiple startups, Skyroot, Agnikul, Pixel, who've like come up in the last like 2 or 3 years. I mean, when I was a student, ISRO used to be the only thing, but now we have more options. And the new, like, as they say, the talk in the US is that the new like space race is about to begin pretty soon, and India is expected to be a major player in that. So again, like it's a really good time to be Indian and interested in like all of these things. So just like keep looking out for opportunities that they have for like high school students, that they might have for like early engineering college students, or even like engineers. And yeah, I mean, just keep looking out, stay curious, and don't forget to like have fun while you're like at it. I think the one like regret that I have from high school is that I spent way too much time studying, which, I mean, if you go to a CBSE school, you'll you'll have to do too, with boards and everything, entrance exams. But yeah, again, it's been a great honor. I apologize for like sounding like this at 7 in the morning. For me, it's a little early. But congratulations to Eris once again. Congratulations to everyone that's participated. I hope you guys had fun, and I mean, most importantly, I hope you guys like took something away from it. Even if you didn't win, I mean, just I hope you were able to like take the experience away from it. I hope you like met great people, learned something from it, and I think at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. And I mean, all the best to you guys for whatever you decide to do going forward. I'm sure you guys, I mean, things might not make sense at the moment, especially if you're in like 10th, 11th, 12th. It's hard. I know it's hard. I've been there. But yeah, when you look back and connect the dots, it makes a lot of sense. Just keep doing you. Just keep doing what you believe in. Keep doing what you want. Don't be afraid to like go down the path that is less taken. I mean, be it with your choice of major or with whatever decision you may choose to make. Studying in the US, studying in India, I'm sure you guys will do amazing. And again, it's been an absolute honor and a privilege to speak to you guys this morning. It's great to see like how far this has come in these like last like few years, and I wish you guys all the best, Adil and all the other members. Yeah, thank you so much.
Great. I believe we'll have a question answer round now. So participants, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them to Harsh Bhaiya here by the Q&A panel.
Yeah, if you have any questions about anything, I mean, high school, my experiences from SSTC, from I mean, being an Aerospace Society member, the college application process, what college in America is like, I mean, anything, feel free to shoot. I'll be happy to answer.
Please send in a question, guys. Harsh Bhaiya, can you see the panel, like the Q&A panel?
Amartya, you can
Hello?
read out the questions.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Great. So the first question is, how can we manage time for self-study in class 8th?
Oh, okay. That's self-study in class 8th. I mean, from what I remember, I was in class 8th back in 2013, right? So it's been 9 years for me. But I mean, in class 8th, it's again like it's really like important to like, I mean, yes, study because I mean you have all these subjects. You've got, you know, like science, you've got math, you've got all the SS3 subjects, you've got maybe a third language, English, Hindi, like all of these subjects. But again, the academic pressure in 8th is not that crazy compared to like something like 10th and 12th, where you have boards and like entrance exams to worry about. So my advice to you would be do what you like need to do, dedicate time, be regular with your studies. I know that's easier said than done, but that's something that I've realized now that I'm in college, that I can't, you know, just like essentially wait until the last like day before the exams to study. So I mean, just take your time, be regular with your studies, and especially in class 8, I think it's really important to I mean, focus on things outside of school too. I mean, personally, I was in the cricket team, I was in the debating society, so I was also like doing a lot of things outside of just studying, and that like helped me develop a better understanding of myself as a person and the people like around me. It made me like learn a lot. So I mean, if you're in class 8, yeah, just focus on your studies, but realize that studies in class 8 should not be the end of the world. There's a whole like wide world out there, and you should just like go out, experience, try new things, try debating, try a bunch of sports, see what you like. And when you're like maybe in 12th, that's when you've got to like really make the shift away from everything else and like really into studying. So that's been my experience with high school in India, at least. So the next question is IIT versus Harvard. That's the classic question, isn't it? IIT versus Harvard. So what if just like, and I mean, yeah, when I was in like I think 9th grade, I was asking myself this very question. I think my parents had enrolled me into Kosh for like, you know, IIT coaching, but I was asking myself, is this something that I like really want to do? I mean, do I like really want to, you know, like be a part of this rat race, and you know, be a part of this rat race, and you know, like just like go into these colleges? But what you've named is I mean, IIT and Harvard are two great colleges. I mean, IIT is the best in India. It's comparable with the best universities in the world, and Harvard is among the best like liberal arts. I mean, it is an Ivy League school. It is among the best like schools in the US and in the world. I mean, the name like speaks for itself, right? They're also like, what if like also like, I think it's really important to like stay like realistic. It's really hard to get into both. It's not impossible, but it's really hard to get into both IIT and Harvard. I think the acceptance rate for Harvard is I think 3%, and for IIT it's less than 1% when you factor the entrance exams in. I mean, but I think the crux of this question and the next question comes down to this one like central thing, which is it better to like do bachelor's abroad in India, abroad or in India? My answer for that is going to be biased because I mean I chose to like go abroad, but that's not to say that colleges in India are not good. I mean, colleges in India are among the best in the world, especially the IITs, the NITs, and VIT, BITS, like all of these other all of these other like colleges that are comparable with the best in the world. So I mean, but what I saw as a student and what you will see if you go to Harvard was that colleges in the US or even like the University of Arizona, as someone was mentioning a few minutes ago, is that colleges in the US, they provide you with the holistic education, which means that yes, you learn what you came here for. I mean, I came here to like study like mechanical engineering and computer science. I did learn all of those things, but apart from that, I was also able to, you know, like explore my interests like outside of these core like major areas. I mean, as I said, I took classes in the US government, I took classes in politics, I took classes in philosophy, I took classes in volcanoes, I took classes in astronomy. So I mean, anything that piqued my interest, I took classes in Spanish, anything that piqued my interest, the university gave me American universities will give you the opportunity to take those classes in a way in which it like relates to your major and it helps you see the bigger picture. I think that's a complaint that a lot of people that go to college in India have, is that, I mean, it's just, like one thing, you go and you focus completely on engineering engineering for like 4 years, and you don't like really like get to, like learn anything else. So in that sense, I think college abroad is better. It makes you meet people from all over the world. I mean, especially, countries like US and Canada, which are like extremely diverse. I mean, in the last like 4 years, I've met people from over 120 different countries. I mean, I've met people from countries I didn't even know existed. So it's really diverse. It opens up your horizons to a world which you're not like used to. Especially, when you like grow up in India, it's a really like homogenous society. College abroad like makes you like gain like new experiences. It makes you learn a lot about yourself when you like live alone, and just like helps you develop more as a person. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, when you live by yourself, when you do laundry by yourself, when you cook by yourself, when you study for exams by yourself, and you're like 10,000 miles away from home, you learn a lot. You grow. And I think that's really important, even if you like ultimately like choose to like come back to India, which I think all of us should do at some point. You still like learn a lot. So I'm biased, but my advice here would be look into studying abroad. It opens your horizons. It teaches you things about yourself that you would not know otherwise. How would you go about getting into IIT? I'm not the right person to ask. I didn't get into IIT myself, so I don't know what to tell you.
There's a question. Yeah, there's a question in chat. It says, if someone is not really into sports and is just into books and a bit of extracurriculars, does he have chances to get into prestigious US unis?
Yes, US universities, they tend to like look at a bunch of things, right? They tend to like look at your scores across like standardized tests, which are like your SATs and ACTs. They look at your grades from 9th, 10th, 11th. They want like recommendation letters from your professors who talk about how you've performed as a high school student in the last like 3 or 4 years. They want to like know about your participation in these events. Sports, yes, that's one form of extracurriculars, but even this counts. Participating in events like this counts as extracurricular activities. Anything outside of school counts as an extracurricular activity. So, and US and colleges in the US really, consider that. They pay a lot of emphasis. They pay a lot of attention to what you like do outside of school, as well as to like what you like do inside school. So yeah, it's not like not doing sports is not the end of the world if you're able to like essentially talk about your passions, talk about your experiences in a particular field through your essays, through your recommendation letters, through your statements of purpose. I think that's something that's considered. That's something that's taken very well, and you should like do that. Like it's not just sports. Debating counts, quizzing counts, space. If you're part of the tech circuit, exit and everything else, that counts. So yeah, it's really diverse. And anything and everything works as an extracurricular. Anything that you like do outside of school, volunteering, NGOs, all of that counts. I think are astrophysics and aviation engineering good options to study abroad, mainly focusing on the financial part and job opportunities? So this is a very good question. Like that's a very, very good question. And for a couple of reasons, I'll tell you why. The answer is no. If you're Indian, the answer is no. And I know it like sounds weird. It's not to say that jobs don't exist in aerospace engineering or aviation outside of India. Jobs do exist. You have companies like NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin, Lockheed, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, all of these companies, big defense manufacturers that work in these fields. But unfortunately, we also like have something known as ITAR laws, which I mean essentially are a bunch of like US government laws which prevent non-Americans from working in these companies. I mean, in any position, be it financial, be it as an analyst, be it as an HR person, be it as an engineer, be it as a scientist, be it as a researcher. I mean, if you don't hold an American passport, if you're a US citizen, I mean, some of you guys might be. If you're a US citizen, then well and good. You should completely look into studying aerospace engineering or like aeronautical engineering abroad. But if you're not, it might not be the best option because the government essentially wants to protect its technology from people that are like not American. And I think that's true for like any country. Even Canada has like similar rules. Even England has like similar rules where if you're not a citizen of that country, you can't like really get a job in any of these fields. I mean, I assume that many of you like hold Indian passports like myself. So I mean, yes, you can like take up like whatever you can take up whatever job you want in India in these fields. But if your intention is to like make money abroad, maybe that's not the best option. So that's kind of what I did. I went for the next like closest or the next like best option, which was mechanical engineering. So yeah, that's something that you might want to like look into. Do you think there is more opportunity out there than India? Yes and no. So it depends on which fields you're talking about, right? I mean, again, as I said, for fields like aerospace engineering and aviation and aeronautical engineering, the US has been the global leader. The US has what we call a developed industry at this point, just because I mean the US had a head start on the world, right? I mean the US like started like sending people out into space in the 1960s. So the US has companies which have been doing it for a while, which have been doing it for a while, and they've been doing it like really well. And the US has a lot of funding. So I mean, yes, jobs exist. I mean, all of my friends, I mean, that started like mechanical engineering with me in the US, they all like got jobs at Boeing, SpaceX, NASA, you know, I mean, Lockheed. So I mean, yeah, jobs exist. It's just that I'm blocked from it as an Indian, and you will be too if you hold an Indian passport. It's sad, but it's just the reality. If you hold a US passport, then yes, by all means, go for it. But if you don't, then particularly in this field, it's not easy. But I mean, as I said, it's a really like good time to be Indian and interested in aerospace because, as I mentioned, there are like a few like companies out there. There's Skyroot, there's Technical, there's Pixel, there's Dhruva Aerospace, there's HAL, which is Hindustan Aeronautics. There's ISRO is always there. So I mean, all of these companies are doing a lot of interesting things. Yeah, I mean, opportunities might not have existed in India in the past, but I think in the next like few years, maybe like 10 or 15 years, we'll like see a lot more of these jobs come up in these fields in India. But yeah, I mean, if you come to the US, you can like always like work for companies like as an engineer. So there is always that. But if you really want to work for an aerospace company, unless you hold a US passport, it's not possible. So yeah, I think that's all questions.
Yep, that should be it. Right. Great.
Yeah,
So thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. So those were some very valuable insights, and thank you so much for taking the time to attend today's ceremony. And we are once again extremely grateful for your presence here today. Right. I'd like to move on to inviting the presidents of the Aerospace Society onto the podium. That's Adil Faisal Sayed and Aaron Barthwal to speak a few words each. To begin with, let us welcome Adil.
Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening to all the 138 people here and those who've joined us on YouTube today. So first, obviously, I believe in gratitude, and the first goes to all the execs in Aeros, the session, the president alongside me, Aaron, Samanita, our director, both the vice presidents, Swastik, Samriddhi. I feel like we've built a good synergy over the past 4-5 months, and getting this event together has been long due. I remember this conversation we had back in April even before we were we got our posts about how we're gonna get the event together. But I still believe that we've led with a lot of synergy, and collectively we've gotten through. Obviously, with the help of all of our members here, I'm sure there are a lot of our members in the meeting as well. So props to you guys, especially Samanita. I would really like to give a shout out to her. All the trailers, the teasers, anything visual that you see, that is Samanita. That is Samantha. Then a couple of our members, I would really like to shout them out. Amartya for the Discord server. Those who are on the Discord server, and if you found it to be a breeze to verify and all of that, that is all Amartya. The organization there is absolutely phenomenal. And then, but honestly, if you still haven't been able to verify yourself, that is also on Amartya. So please get after Amartya on that. Open 10 tickets, trouble him. Uh, then Kahini for the website, Shaurya, Ashna, Aya, everybody here who's a speaker, who's been a speaker in the opening ceremony as well. You all have been amazing. This is what a president wants: support from the people. This is what any exec would want. So this has been amazing. Not just leading the club, not just leading this event, but talking to you guys and being here. This is a pleasure for me. Probably my first biggest leadership position, and it's been sensational. Talking about our event, the past 10 days have been really eye-opening for me. I was sitting in a meeting this morning, looking at the pitches for volunteers, and there's like a team of 5 showing up, pitching, and you know that they're nervous and all of that, but it is amazing. And then there's this one individual who shows up without a team and still puts on a stellar pitch, and then manages to answer all of our questions, even the ones our professor asked from IIT Madras. So it is sensational. Um, you know, this is sort of like a life moment for me where I really, get the opportunity to actually reflect. Most of our time really goes in working, okay, getting this, getting that, and then you really have to, sit back and actually think, okay, wow, that is amazing. Um, yeah, but I really do believe that what we are doing here in school, what we do in Eros, is something very different from what you usually see in other high schools. We're doing competitions that we're not supposed to do. We're doing things that nobody expects us to do. Nobody's building a drone in grade 10th, grade 11th. Nobody's working on satellite designs or vehicle designs. Nobody does that. So I feel like we've really implemented that well in our club, and sort of we translate that through to our event and try to spread the word. That is why we have CelesteCon. We had CelesteCon last year as well, and we're bringing this change to this change in India. We're trying to build that in a field where opportunities aren't a lot, especially for school goers. We are the ones who give you the opportunity. A lot of people were there last year who are here again, and they all say that there is no other event like this. So it is amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And if you're part of this meeting, if you're part of, if you're watching us today, if you're a participant, if you're organizing this, just know that you're part of the change. And obviously, change doesn't come over like 2 years. It'll take time, but I'm sure we'll get there. And as Harsh Bhaiya said, a lot of startups coming up in India. So I'm sure that we're building the right platform to lift off. And yeah, no, this is amazing. I got a call last week. Someone from Kargil wanted to participate. Then someone from Kerala. So just the diversity, really, really puts you in a backseat and makes you think that, okay, wow, we're really changing the game here. Um, yeah, no, we'll be having the results after Aaron speaks. So congratulations to whoever is won. If you haven't won, I would say that is even better. Honestly, I said earlier this morning that I probably lost more times than I've actually won. So that really puts you in a good spot. You really get to think about what you've gone wrong. Honestly, I would say that if you get the opportunity to talk to those who actually achieved something in this event, those who won, talk to them about their proposal, get the conversations going. That's what we're here for, right? So So yeah, if you've not won, that's fine. Doesn't make a difference. Come back next year. We'll be here for the next 10 years. So don't worry about that. And yeah, I feel like I've said enough. I feel like everybody just wants to see the results. So I'm gonna act like I wasn't here. Thank you everyone. Thank you again to Eros, all the speakers here. If I missed anybody's name, I'm really sorry. But yeah, I don't have the time to cover everything. But yeah, the core of the club is really what, gets us together and gets us going and gets all these 1100 people going. So thank you for that. Aaron's gonna speak next. Aaron, let's go. Thank you. Adil out.
Right.
was-
Okay, I'll just I'll just start with it. Who was going to introduce me, by the way? I think it was Danish.
No.
Okay. Thank you for the introduction, by the
But
way.
still, we have Aaron, the president of Eros 2022.
Thank you so very much. Well, okay, truth be told, I've been trying to prepare this speech for the past 2 hours, panicking over it. Yeah, but Adil truly summed up the entire thing, saying thank you to all the members who mean the most, all the work that they put in over the past. I think it's been almost a year working on this. Just as we finished from the last one, we were always thinking about, okay, what's next? But yeah, coming back to where it all started, the Aerospace Society was one of the primary reasons why I shifted to Delhi Public School, RK last year. And I had always had an interest in this field for a long time. And I was able to work on like real engineering problems from the very first round of the inductions process. And it was from the competitions that I participated in through this club, whether it be settlement design or UAV design, that I got to work with such inspiring people, whether they be current members or even the alumni who were always there along the way. And having joined the school during when it was still all online, the support system that this club offered me was, it just really helped with the transition. And okay, so Adil told me not to make this cringe and not to make this emotional, but truly it was so accepting, and it truly was like a family like environment, a family like community. And with CelesteCon, we hope to give a glimpse of this experience, of the experience of participating in these amazing competitions to the world. And yeah, CelesteCon has long been in the making, and having participated in a variety of aerospace and aviation competitions over the past decade, we wish to give a platform for like-minded high school students by high school students, realizing the limited amount of opportunities present in these fields at this level. And with the enthusiastic participation that we received last year with the inaugural edition of CelesteCon, we just had to do it again. So this year, we aim to reach a larger audience, organize workshops from leading professionals, and even included events with additional STEM fields catering to a multitude of interests. So yeah, we really hope you all had as much fun participating in it as we had organizing it. And yeah, obviously none of this would have been possible without the months of hard work put in by the club members, as well as the support we received from the alumni, whether it be for organizing the event or even judging the submissions. And yeah, I mean, the endless meets that all the event committees would have, and all the execs getting after them for getting the work done when it wasn't done by the deadline. It really helped everyone bond. I mean, I think that's, without this event, we probably wouldn't even be talking to some of the people within the club. And you just get to meet such amazing people and get to know so much about them through this experience. And, you bond over some submission, you realize that, oh, okay, I know this guy. I know this field that he's talking about. I know the work that has been put in. And yeah, I mean, we've had similar experiences as well, participating in competitions, we realize the work that it takes, the effort that it takes to come up with a presentation. And yeah, even when you're stumbling, we know that that's what happens sometimes, that sometimes you're just not in the best state for a presentation, and sometimes you're not even able to enter the meeting, but that's another story. And yeah, I mean, we greatly appreciate all the professionals who took out the time to help us with the event. We are also grateful to the exam team for their constant support. And yeah, finally, thank you to all the participants who put in an immense amount of time and effort over the past 10 days to help make this event a success. We received stunning submissions from all of you. And Even participating in such an event is something you should be proud of. We hope you all learned a great deal from this experience, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Wishing you all the best at Astra, and yeah, all the best for the results.
The only thing I would like to add here, to Aaron, like a lot of questions were asked, earlier this year, but I feel like with the numbers we've shown, throughout the year, I feel like we've answered all of them today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Aaron, for the very moving speech. And that was an immaculate speech, Adil. I'd like to thank you both for being an inspiration to all of us and the entire club. It is truly an honor to have both of you as our presidents. Now, let us proceed to the part that all participants have been waiting for.
Without further ado, it's time for the much awaited prize distribution ceremony. Winning teams from various events stand a chance to win impressive prizes from an extensive prize pool worth 12 lakhs, with prizes ranging from Wolfram Alpha Pro to free domains from Gen.xyz, 5-year premium subscriptions to Taskgate, and Interview Cake's online coding courses till the thrilling cash prizes.
Celeste Symposium aimed to develop the interest of participants in the field of aerospace and aviation and also encourage them to explore these fields further. We had interactive workshops ranging from the James Webb Telescope to AI in aerospace engineering and even electrical aircrafts. We also had follow-up question and answer sessions and assignments to actively gauge their understanding, on the basis of which certificates will be awarded. With more than 300 registrations, the event was a huge success.
The crossword event allowed participants to brainstorm their way through a set of clues, putting their prior knowledge about aerospace and aviation terminology to the test by thinking creatively and using their quick wit to solve the clues. With over 240 registrations, the crossword event was extremely successful. Here are the results for the event. The second runner-up is Raghav Dubey from Delhi Public School, Nazira. The first runner-up is Ahana Pandit from Delhi Public School, Arkipuram. And the winner is Bhavya Singhal Kotiyat from Delhi Public School, Rohini. Congratulations to all the participants and the winners of the crossword event.
3D modeling is an integral part of the product design process. Dimension 3 required participating teams to combine the skills of 3D modeling with their knowledge of aerospace in a prompt-based event, running against the clock to make the best possible models. The following are the results for Dimension 3. The second runner-up goes to Adamya Dhiman, Delhi Public School, Arkipuram. First runners-up to Code Warriors X Expanse, Delhi Public School, Vasant Kuch. And the winner is, hold your breath, One Man Army, Shiv Nadar School, Noida. Congratulations to all the teams. Thank you.
In Pursuit of Dispute was a debate competition organized for students fascinated with aerospace all over the nation, voicing their opinions on diverse topics in the field of aerospace. This year, the competition had over 290 registrations from both juniors and seniors and was an absolute success. From aviation to the future of aerospace, a variety of topics had been culled in order to make this an indelible experience for the coming youth of this industry. The following are the results for the junior category of In Pursuit of Dispute. The runner-ups are the Brainstormers and Anya Agarwal, and the winners are the Invincible Explorers and Team Cosmic Crew. The results for the senior category of In Pursuit of Dispute are as follows. The runner-up is In Pursuit of Dispute DPS Noida, and the winners are the Space Stars and the Anti-Debris Rangers. Congratulations to all participants and the winners of the In Pursuit of Dispute event.
Quizit, the quiz event of CelesteCon, challenged its participants with intriguing questions related to aerospace, aviation, and other allied STEM-related fields. Being a team event, this also tested the synergy between the participants. The event was divided into a preliminary and final round and categorized into junior and senior categories. The results are as follows. For Quizit Juniors, the second runners-up are Anya Monga and Arsena from DPS International. The first runners-up are Krishna and Arif Sachin Vijan from Delhi Public School, Arkipuram. And finally, The winners are Aman Kumar and Akash Achyut from Delhi Public School, Ranipur. For Quizit Seniors, the second runners-up are Chaitanya Jangra and Shresh Sharma from Delhi Public School, RK Puram. The first runner-up is Shivan Sareen from Delhi Public School, RK Puram. And finally, the winner is Suryansh Singh from the Mothers International School. Congratulations to all the position holders.
Field of aerospace could not have progressed so far for the numerous research papers and design concepts for what the future holds. From sending people to space, to placing satellites in the orbit, to one day making a space settlement on Mars maybe. Participants were given detailed requests for proposals for technology-based designs on two categories. The first category, Senior. Herein, the job of participants was to propose a design on space settlements for the near future. The second category, Astrac. Their task was to design a satellite based on the problems which are a threat to the Earth in longer run or even as a problem today. The results for Cosmovers are as follows. The winner of Study Me This Seniors is Team Expanse from DPS Vasant Kunj. The winner of Study Me This Juniors is Team Janisha from Springdale School, Dholapur. The winner of Astrac is Team Aurora Achilles from Springdale School, Dholapur. Congratulations to all the winners.
Space Hack was a hackathon where participants had to combine aerospace technology and computer science ideals to create applications, websites, games, or products that demonstrated the best use of research and creativity. The results are as follows. The second runner-up is JPIS Coding Stars from Jayashree Periwal International School. The first runner-up is Blue Hats from Jayashree Periwal International School. And finally, the winner is Team Expanse 3 from Delhi Public School, Vasant Kunj. Congratulations to all the winners.
A true Schrodinger's cat event, the surprise event was one that required no preparation, as the task was not revealed till the end moment. And for those who can adapt to almost anything, the participants were challenged to brainstorm on 3 intriguing and fun prompts based on aviation and aerospace fields, keeping in mind innovation backed up with appropriate research, where quality was preferred over quantity. The results for the surprise event are as follows. The second runner-up is Jasia Ahuja from Delhi Public School, RK Puram. The first runner-up is Dev Karan from Delhi Public School, Noida. And the winner is Madhav Gupta from Delhi Public School, RK Puram, tied with Sarthak Tukral from Tagore International. Congratulations to all the winners and participants who made this event possible.
Volotus was another one of the flagship competitions of CelesteCon 2022. Designing and conceptualizing unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, is something you would expect from professional engineers, not teams of high schoolers. And yet, here we saw amazing UAVs being designed by teams of high school students. With this year's theme involving organ delivery, we must congratulate everyone for having the courage to participate in this event. For the first round, the teams had to submit a document highlighting the concept of the UAV. After going through a strict checking process, 4 teams were shortlisted for the second round, in which they pitched their proposals to a panel of esteemed judges.
We are glad to announce the final results for the aviation event Volotus. To begin with, we would like to give an honorary mention to Team Affinity Aero F07. The second prize for the event goes to Team Curse, and the grand prize goes to Project Heartbeat version 1.0. Thank you everyone who participated in Volotus, and best of luck to all teams for the future.
Cosmovate was a crucial part of CelesteCon 22. Specifically organized for the students of DBS RK Puram, it offered an exciting and challenging opportunity for budding innovators to find advanced ways of solving the given problem. This year's theme focused on developing an autonomous underwater vehicle, on solving key problems involving the marine habitat. Participants ideated and pitched their solution to prove their mettle, and the following came out on the top. The second runners-up is Team Aeromaniacs, and the first runners-up is Team Aviator Business Heads. And last but not the least, the winners of this year's Cosmovate is Team Galaxy Supernovas. Congratulations to you all, and thank you to everybody who participated.
Business Power Pitch was an event where participants had to integrate technical and entrepreneurial skills to develop a unique solution and present a pitch deck. It required the participants to detail a service or a product on the track of their choice, along with a go-to market strategy and business plan. The results are as follows. The second runner-up is Team Incognito from Nirmal Bhartiya School. The first runner-up is Team Aquatria from Jayashree Periwal International School, Jaipur. And finally, the winner is Valum Solutions from Delhi Public School, Navi Mumbai. Congratulations to all the winners.
Now that wraps it up for the prize distribution ceremony. Finally, we would like to thank all of you for participating in CelesteCon this year. We hope you found the experience rewarding and worthwhile. Even if you or your team did not manage to secure a winning position, remember that it's not the end of the road. CelesteCon might be over for you this year, but we will be back again next year. And in the meantime, there are tons of other competitions in these domains that you can participate in. So keep learning, keep exploring, and never lose sight of your inner spark of curiosity and passion. Thank you again, good night, and take care.